Most people don't like gerrymandering, which is when one party redraws congressional voting districts to try and achieve an advantage. And it's how they end up looking like this or this.
But did you know the Supreme Court has actually ruled that sometimes voting districts must be redrawn based on race? That's because of the Voting Rights Act, specifically Section 2, which bans any voting laws or practices that discriminate based on race. That's important because sometimes voting maps have been drawn in ways that suppress minority votes.
Which is exactly what happened in this Supreme Court case. Here, the plaintiffs argued that the North Carolina map purposefully split up the state's large black population so that their vote would never influence an entire district. The court ruled that this map violated the Voting Rights Act, and it went even further, ruling that sometimes a state has to create a majority-minority district, meaning a district where a majority of the population is an ethnic minority, specifically if these three conditions are met.
This actually happened pretty recently in Alabama. Basically, the state had 7 congressional voting districts, but only 1 majority black district, even though the state has a large black population at 27%. A lawsuit was filed alleging that, like North Carolina, the map was purposefully split up to dilute the black vote. The Supreme Court agreed and said that Alabama had to redraw the map and include a second majority black district.
Overall, some would say the law is in a strange place. On the one hand, it's illegal to discriminate based on race when creating voting district maps. But at the same time, you also have to explicitly consider race when making these maps.
Supporters here would say that this kind of legal oversight is necessary to ensure that minority voters have a fair chance at electing their preferred candidate, whereas critics say it's racist and violates the Constitution.
A new lawsuit has actually been filed alleging that the forced creation of a majority-minority district is illegal. And the Supreme Court's actually going to hear that case next year, potentially changing everything.